The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
21. 11. Okie. 11. 2.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Back to throw, Newton. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game. And
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carolina getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Newton going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's got room. 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive?
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tanner McAvoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense this point.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, two.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of them, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Breeze to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Newton steps away to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, nice job on the return. Turn there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Over. 30%.
Breeze now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. So it's... You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get
flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We got three, fellas.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, got three there.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands first. And 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Wide open receiver complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Waters. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll drop to throw. Look, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 54 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
23 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans,